But we had the full loading bar today.
We did have a full loading bar. It was just a green loading bar to
Just
the
a
end.
green loading bar.
And supposedly it's been 6 races since we've had that.
What? We're saying it was the Indy GP?
Yeah. It just like, they were saying that you would expect something to happen here at this track, which you normally have. I mean, this track removed Simon Pagenaud from his racing career.
Yeah.
A few years back with his like 27 flip
Something
crash.
insane.
They're going to keep showing that every year. There hasn't been a year they haven't shown that.
Oh, yeah. Because,
it's insane. Yeah.
they just have those clips that will get played on repeat.
Dude, when I was a kid, Pagenaud was like the fearless driver. Like, he was like a kid, and he was like so good because he had no fear. And like that crash ruined his that was it. He like had to adjust to a new normal. I think he has a technical role in the team now at Meyer Shank, I think. Or Andretti, but yeah.
No, I think he's Meyer Shank.
You think it was Meyer Shank? Yeah.
Who knows? How do you feel about the first McLaren 1-2?
Oh, man. Well, it's not ideal. Would have preferred Lundgaard to get it. I don't really know what happened there, man. I mean, like, he was kind of running good, and then Patricio got him. Yeah, he just got him, and
so
it just maybe the tires fell off a little sooner than that.
We say this with Newgarden on ovals a lot, and his ability to pass lap traffic. And that's certainly something that comes with time and experience. And I don't think that's something quite Lundgaard has. Not that Award has
get lucky on the traffic, that's for sure.
But Award has more of it. And they showed what the Penzo moment of the race was, him passing lap traffic. Him passing Hauger.
Right.
So
they clearly believed that the lapped traffic portion was more important than Patricio getting Lundgaard in that regard.
Yes, because that was ultimately a mistake on Lundgaard's part. It was a long, brutal race. Someone was going to make a mistake.
Yeah, whatever the fuck happened there. I mean, he couldn't get past Hauger. I mean, he just got held up a little bit there. I mean, and then the whole
he got frustrated. Yeah, that was. So for the lead of the race, it kind of is what it is. We've been talking about just Award kind of lurking there, like something was gonna happen. He was going to get a race.
Yeah.
Like at no point did we think we're gonna go winless without Pato this year. It was going to happen, and it did, and he earned it ultimately.
Yep. This is what I mean. He gets a win eventually every season. This is just how it was going to be. I'm shocked to hear that.
It took long for this one.
That there was that this was the first McLaren 1-2
that
in
is
IndyCar.
Also shocking.
It's fucking crazy.
I think it shows ultimately how inconsistent their drivers have been. Because even
across the whole spread,
like Pato's the most consistent of them, but everyone else is. We're talking about Lundgaard being Mr. Road Course. He's certainly not street, or he's certainly not oval, and he's okay enough on streets, I guess.
Right. I mean, they haven't been around for super long in IndyCar, but even so, like, they've had some pretty top talent at this team, like, while they were there, and
it's just
serious performers.
And I would have thought that it would happen at some point, but I guess not.
No. Here we are. And supposedly this is Kirkwood's first fucking road course podium,
too.
Yeah,
some weird first.
Yeah.
Like, once again, another person. He's Mr. Street Course. Yeah. And somehow this is his first road course podium. Very odd one.
That is weird. But, I mean, that just shows the beauty of this series, there's nothing is guaranteed, like you kind of really got to make it work.
It's not guaranteed that race is going to have a yellow, as we have seen.
Yep.
And even without it having yellow, there was good things to take from it, even if it was less chaotic.
Right. It shows serious, like, talent if you're actually able to have consistency,
especially
in this
across
series.
Different types of courses. And that's where the true greats shine. Like Lundgaard isn't quite there. I think that's where Pato is the better driver, and ultimately probably why McLaren's moving on from Lundgaard and not Pato. Is because Pato asserts himself over every type of street, every type of course, and Lundgaard really
does have a lot more of a spread there.
Which is. It is what it is.
Right.
Who knows? He can, of course, develop into specialist on other points. Sure. Just like we saw Rasmussen today. What did he finish, like 6th or 7th?
He had a great showing today.
He is the ovulator.
Newgarden and Shirley clearly shows that he can do well in these road courses. Still injured as well.
White foot braking.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's cool to see him out there.
It is cool to see him out
there with like a serious, like, basically sandbagging his car. Yeah.
He had to save fuel.
Yeah.
So I'm sure
he's on a fuel save strategy in the Chevy engine.
Yeah, in the Chevy engine, he's on a fuel save strategy. But I guess next year we'll see if anyone can do it.
Well, Chef David did not cook again today.
Honestly, so we didn't really get to see too much of what happened.
No, we didn't.
In the pit.
He kind of just.
So there was a pit stop.
Okay,
there was like a 3-second pit stop error there. And it dropped him from right behind the McLarens to in the middle of the rest of that battle. And that was a pretty heated battle there for most of the race.
Like they were saying, it's kind of tough to pass on this track.
And he came out on the bad end of it. Not that he, was all the way off. He still finished like 8th, but like off the second row, not quite there.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone ultimately had the pace of the McLarens today, though.
Yeah, they were looking really good.
Yeah, we thought VK might be able to get it, but it didn't come to pass at that point. And since there was no other like secondary strategy, like the 2-stop clearly wasn't going to happen. Everyone was on a 3, and that kind of made the
everyone was expecting a lot more chaos. You know, they weren't expecting the full green loading bar. They were like, there should have been.
Yeah, that's from the lack of a divergent strategy forming.
Yep. That's probably what happened with Dixon. He definitely started his strategy out like, we're going to get a yellow soon. Like he was the first to pit. Yeah, never fucking happened.
Yeah, he didn't really make it too far up the field. But they were saying, road courses, it's not the easiest to pass on.
I mean, just all in all, just like a solid kind of chill race.
It was, yeah.
It was a good showing of a lot of talent there. It was kind of just seemed like it was brutal.
It was, I mean, for a full loading bar race, putting them in mid-Ohio, like one of the hardest courses on the calendar, in the heat. That's just brutal for the drivers.
Heat. Yeah.
At the end there, they're just driving to survive instead of, carving up the field.
We got lucky with the weather. I think that there was a heavy risk of rain at this race. Yeah, there's something about like the
mid-Ohio,
like the World Cup game not far from here was under threat of getting canceled for rain. And
well, there's been so much of that. I was watching one of the World Cup games. I was just chilling out here, not really watching it.
Yeah,
and it was France versus someone, and halftime rained out. And
damn,
I was just like, great. I'm just not gonna watch the rest of this because they're like, I don't know when it's gonna start. And then I was at work the other night, and there was the Mexico game, and they had not started. It was like an hour past because of lightning. So I guess you gotta be safe and everything. And clearly, IndyCar loves trying to be safe about, not trying to kill their drivers or fans.
Imagine
that. Well, I'm glad it could always go, and I think like racing as a whole has gotten pretty flexible with their scheduling, knowing that we're not going to have another Spa 21 or something.
Right. Yeah, that was not a good look. They were like, this can't fucking happen again. We gotta not be so stringent about it. But no, like I didn't hate it. Like, I wouldn't go so far as to say that it was just like a bad race or anything. There was a lot of real racing, despite it being kind of a lot more laid back. I mean, it seemed like it was mainly just a endurance test on the drivers. Maybe that's what got out Lundgaard. Malukas is just like, wiping sweat off your brow or something like that at the wrong moment, just taking a breath at the wrong time.
And you take a breath, you run wide a little bit, then Pato goes up the center. Happens.
So we've got some pretty crazy silly season things.
I wanted to start with VK, actually, because he's clearly a free agent, as he always is, and he put forward a nice showing today.
Yeah.
Where do you think he could end up? How highly do you rate him?
I mean, at this point, if he's going to go anywhere, he's going to be going to a team that's already had him, most likely.
Or he's going to be going up the field.
I mean, he's been at some top-level teams.
What teams?
I believe he did a stint at McLaren, and
Everyone's innocent to McLaren.
Everyone's had a
McLaren's
piece
a
of that
whore
pie.
at this point.
McLaren's a whore.
They're talking about Rosenquist going back.
Yeah. But that would be the situation with VK.
Yeah.
Is that he's likely to go back somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
I think that there was talk about him taking the Dixon seat.
I think that Ganassi is going to take a shot in the dark. I don't think it'll be Lundgaard.
Uh-huh.
So
They could be Armstrong is what I've heard.
it could
as
be
well.
Armstrong. I think that
Which would be going back. Like
be going back.
He would be going back.
That was a weird scenario there. Going from 5 to 3.
Yeah, no, back then when there was 5 cars at Ganassi, but
it was a weird scenario.
I could see them bringing back Armstrong there for sure because he was good.
But on that front,
good.
if they don't go with Armstrong for whatever reason, I don't see VK out of the picture. I don't think they're gonna take the best.
He's done a
driver
good
available.
performance here. Yeah, VK always finds a way, man. Like I don't. Someone's gonna take him. You know, like it doesn't make a lot of sense. Like
Grosjean.
Yeah, like it makes like Grosjean makes even less sense.
But it's the same principle. It doesn't make sense, and yet he's still here.
Like, because VK does give out good performances, but he's volatile, he's inconsistent. He
fights with Palou every single chance he gets.
Yeah, which maybe someone sees that and wants that, but like, he can be very costly.
I think he'll be the last driver signed, as he was this time around.
Yeah, last one to go. But he always finds one. Like you have drivers like Daly and shit. It's like, well, you didn't get one, or like
see you at the 500.
Yeah, it's like, well, maybe someone else will pick you up.
Yep.
And with VK, something always comes around, and I'm sure that'll be the case here. I don't know what it's. You're
he's
asking
a great driver.
Where do you think he's gonna go? That's a loaded question, bro.
It's such a loaded
I have
question.
no idea where he's gonna go. Biggest one obviously is Dixon.
Yep.
I feel like before we should get to that, we should talk about Siegel, actually. So he's getting sacked.
Yeah, I think the Siegel experiment has failed.
He's looking. Apparently, there's other teams looking at him. So there's something going on with Hunkos Hollinger.
Yes.
Hollinger is looking to get full ownership of the team. And there's something about, in doing so, he needs to get like a partnership with like another team, like them going back with McLaren, because they had a partnership with McLaren in the past.
Yeah, with the whole Teo.
Yeah, and then son of a thousand whores. How that went down. But anyway, there's like 2 scenarios where one, he has a pay driver in the second seat, and the other, he does not have a pay driver in the second seat. And obviously the one where he has a pay driver, Siegel looks pretty good in that scenario.
Siegel is a pretty good pay driver.
Yeah, I mean, clearly. They picked him up when he was not at McLaren.
Yeah.
Like, they were like, this will do for us.
And I think in the fact that he is a paid driver, McLaren has outgrown the need for him.
Yeah, that's kind of them sacking Siegel actually makes me feel more interested to talk about that. Like,
it's a statement of intent.
Yeah, it's like, okay, you're taking, what was it, like 15 million?
It's insane.
Yeah, like 15 million from Siegel to basically fund the team.
Yeah.
And now they are like saying no to that. And so, yeah, that has me thinking like,
we're going to give a salary to Dixon, maybe Rosenquist.
Right, but huge salary to 2 drivers, in addition to Patricio, who I think is the highest paid driver.
Yeah, who has a huge salary already.
So, they're like, they've made the decision that they don't need that kind of money. It's like getting rid of their Aero sponsor, pretty much.
It'd be Chip Ganassi getting rid of Simpson.
Yeah. Now, I don't know. I guess it's probably a good thing.
I think so.
It's like a good sign. Like, okay, wow, like they're really doing that well if they don't need to take, trust fund boys' money. And
they want to try an actual push at maybe championship or 500 win.
Yeah.
They clearly want both, and they clearly
think they have the resources to do that. I mean, I like Siegel as well. As far as pay drivers go, I really do like Siegel, and I hope that he does get a spot somewhere else, and I hope that he starts doing well. He clearly
wants to race.
Yeah, he really does. He likes it a lot, and he wants to do well, but being thrust into a top-level team maybe is what kind of didn't do well for him,
When your teammates are, some of the best on the field, It's rough.
Yeah. Maybe. I imagine they're not the biggest mentors. I don't get a mentor vibe from Lundgaard or Patricio.
Definitely not Lundgaard, and I think Patricio's still a little young and reckless
he's
as well.
He's kind of, full of himself in a sense. So he's kind of on his own, and, he hasn't really thrived there, but
he hasn't not thrived. Like, he's done enough. He's coasting by.
Yeah.
And McLaren is raising the bar for itself.
I mean, they're saying that we don't need like a essentially useless driver who's just constantly at the back of the field for 15 million.
He did well today.
He did well today.
He can do well.
He was doing well last race as well until the end when he got fucked out of it.
Yeah, he kind of just gets...
He got fucked, yeah.
Yeah. Once you're in the midfield, block is just going to go one way or the other.
Yep.
It didn't go poorly for him today, and it went poorly for him last race. So.
Yeah. But
so how do you think Pato will react to competition within the team?
I think that they're still probably going to be largely on different strategies. I think this is like kind of a sign of the times. Like, so with Rosenqvist going there, they were saying it was looking good for him to be back at MSR next year, and then he won the 500. The offers came in, and honestly, the money probably was just better. Like, I'm not going to lie. It was probably just better.
McLaren wants that 500 win above all else.
They really do. They don't have the championship. Yep. I mean, they need to get that 500 win, though. That's a good one.
That's the first one, and then they'll go for the championship.
Right. And, they clearly blew it with Palou, and that's still wounds that they're licking every day in every race with him. Which also I want to mention Palou. It's good to see him lose in the OpenAI sponsor today.
It is. It's always good to see that. Yeah. It's not good to see that one win.
Like he was not on the television at all.
No, so, I am happy that the OpenAI sponsor got so little time.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they
got so little time and it was not a win. Because sometimes he gets no time and he's the winner. Yeah. But he got no time in like shots. Fucking fifth or sixth. If it was fifth.
Yeah. No glory shots.
Yeah. So I liked that. Much as I like Palou, like, fuck that, man. Fuck that shit. So glad to see that off. Anyway, back to Rosenqvist. And McLaren. McLaren clearly does want the 500 win. They've signed on 2 500 winners. Patricio is clearly a good 500 contender every year.
Yes. He's there every year.
Yeah. He is pretty consistent there. Just doesn't work going his way.
He's always just a step away.
Yeah. But them making that move from the driver's side, yeah, man, I gotta say, like, as shitty as it sounds, and it's nothing against them, I think that it's just like, fucking times are tough, man. Like, shit is expensive, They've got kids. He's got a kid now. It's like, if I want to send him to college, that's probably a pretty penny.
Gotta start banking some.
Yeah, Dixon's kids are, I think they're like 9 and 10 or whatever like that. And like,
I think this is the beginning of the end for Dixon.
I mean, this is probably where he's gonna go finish.
Yes.
I mean, I think he's still got a lot of life left in him.
Yeah, he's not raced till he doesn't want to.
Right.
Yeah.
And he does really well. But like what people are saying, in addition to what I would say is the money, they're claiming like Dixon doesn't want to keep playing, second fiddle to Palou, which is kind of fair. Yeah. I could see him
hard
being
one to beat an equal machinery.
Yeah, kind of frustrated. Like, in that situation, it's kind of hard to tell from a distance. Sometimes it's like, yeah, you guys are just so like far behind, but also we don't really know what goes on in the team. Yeah. And like, if I had to guess, I'd say a lot of favor goes toward Palou.
Yes.
Like,
especially now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
it's like
maybe it wouldn't have been the way
championship.
I've been slowly going away from Dixon and towards Palou. And Dixon has imparted, everything he can onto Palou.
Right.
And he's no longer a mentor to him. He is a competitor. And
now they're within the same team.
And they are, like, wonderful competitors to each other.
They'll continue to be.
And I think the proximity of the two has finally gotten to Dixon, and there needed to be separation.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say that too. Like, that's kind of what I'm trying to say. You said it perfectly, yeah. Like, internally, there's they want to push their champion.
Yep.
You know, like they want to put all their ducks or put all their eggs in that basket. And I mean, you know, multiple seasons in a row of that.
Palou casts a long shadow.
And if McLaren's offering you a pretty penny, like, it's not like one of those factors alone is not going to be enough. So the fact that there's both, it's like, yeah, fucking money's tight, you know, as tight as it can be. And like, no matter what class you're in these days, like, you kind of have to either make more money or accept a lower quality of life.
Yep.
Like, so he's probably like, okay, I need to make more money.
I'm not sure his wife's gonna accept a lower quality of life.
I wouldn't. I don't think he would. And I don't think he would want that for his children either. It's like, I'm not going to give my children a lower quality of life. Especially if, you know, you're thinking about education and shit. And that, in addition to whatever situation's going on there, how it's like, okay, they're kind of pushing Palou pretty hard there. Like, let's just step away. Like, maybe I can be the rock star elsewhere. But I don't see that happening at McLaren. I really don't. Like, Patricio's their fucking golden boy.
He is.
You know? And, like, if Patricio's performing better than Scott at the start, which he will, because when you start out at a new team, that's kind of how it's going to go. You're going to struggle. There's going to be, like, an adjustment period.
That just as we've seen with Power. Better.
Yeah. And there's no adjustment period for Patricio. He is very comfortable there at McLaren. And Rosenqvist has been there before in that team. He's going to be, you know, faster to adjust than Dixon is after 25 years at Ganassi.
I think he'll be there. I think they're assembling, you know, different drivers. And he will be their old hand, their old reliable hand.
But, like, that's not going to... that makes sense for them. That totally makes sense for them. Like, they're
but for
cool.
Dixon,
they've got someone for everybody. But, like... Yeah, if he's looking to be like, okay, I want to be the number one driver again, I don't think McLaren's the choice for that.
I'm not sure if Dixon is looking to be the number one driver. I think he's looking to increase the win count, get up to that all-time record, and maybe bag, you know, 500 somewhere around here.
Okay. Which they could provide to him. Yeah. I mean, so could Ganassi, but under Palou, it's a little different.
I think
he's
Dixon
just looking for a shakeup. I guess it's not working out. Like, it's clearly not working out.
Dixon and Palou, I think, are too similar in driving style, and Dixon wants a shakeup.
Yeah.
So yeah, Dixon is having to face against Palou, who's not only pretty similar in driving style, a much better qualifier at this point in his career. It kind of just leads to Dixon being overshadowed most of the time.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose he's doing like what we talked about recently, like if a situation in life is just kind of not really going your way, just like
a lateral move is not the wrong move.
Yeah, like introduce an element of chaos. Like, it might not make sense, it might not work out better, but it's a reset button.
Yep.
You know, it's re-rolling the dice, and there's no way to tell what's really going to happen there. So I guess that's what this is. It's like, this isn't working out for me. Like, let's just fucking hit the reset button. Yeah, just any switch up. And I really hope it goes well for him. I truly do. Like, I
would hate to see it go poorly. Like, watching Power, someone who I hated at the number 12 Verizon, struggle in the 26 Andretti. This is hard. It's rough.
It's brutal. I'm really rooting for Power. Like, I really am. Like, any W that goes his way.
Imagine that with Dixon, a driver who we already adore.
It's gonna be a lot of emotions for sure. Especially if he is struggling, which there will be that period. You know, I mean, like we said this with fucking Lewis.
Yep.
You know, this is pretty much the same kind of thing. It pretty much is. Like, if anything, it's bigger because he's had 25 years at Ganassi.
25.
That's fucking insane, man.
An eternity.
And having in that period having the best racing career ever.
Yeah.
All at that team, and just like Lewis
did. Now he moves on.
Yeah, to McLaren, to Zach Brown.
It's interesting.
Yeah,
I think it says more about Chip Ganassi as well.
Yeah, I mean, they're all, it's just team principles, man. Like, they are all vicious. They're all like, loyalty goes to a point.
But how hard would you have tried to keep Dixon if he was your driver?
If I had Palou? Not as hard. Like, if I didn't have Palou, pretty fucking hard. But, like, if he's there.
But if he was your legacy driver.
I don't know, man. I still think that in that position, that's just they have to think about it from a much broader perspective than than loyalty like that.
I
like
agree.
Personal boundaries.
But I feel as though if CGR pulls up next year and Simpson's still in that 8 car, I'll look at them a little worse.
And he will be.
Simpson
will be in that car. I mean, I like the Chip Ganassi team, and I have never viewed Chip Ganassi himself as anything other than a villain as well.
Yeah.
Like,
he's the team principal. They're all pretty much villains. They are all
villains, yes, and he is a villain in this regard. And, if Pelot's time comes down the road, he would do the same. That's just how it goes. It's how they are. It's how Toto Wolff is. Like, none of them are really, great characters.
They're businessmen.
Like,
businessmen are the worst.
They are running a business.
We've learned.
They really are, man.
Businessmen are the worst. It doesn't matter.
Because they got to make these decisions. They're going to fucking make these brutal decisions.
Yeah, these are.
Because this is what's best for the fucking team.
It is not moral-based decision. It's logic-based decision-making.
It kind of comes down to the dollar signs, man. That's
at the end of the day, while zeros. Humans are ruled by emotion, businesses are ruled by logic.
Yep.
And they're going to do what is best for the business.
Yep.
For as much as, maybe they don't want to.
Yeah. I mean, it seems like Chip also is fairly sociopathic as well. And,
Yeah, I'm sure Erickson will have a fun time
Erickson
going there.
probably has a couple things to say about about the morals of Chip Ganassi. Like that one time, yeah.
Yeah. Do you think Andretti's going to have a new shakeup? Do you think Erickson's going to stay?
Yeah, it's looking like Erickson's not going to stay. That's what they're saying. Looks like Erickson is looking strong in other teams too. Like in this musical chairs of all the drivers that are not in play and potentially in play, it looks like only 2 are maybe going to get fucked entirely out of it, based on they're talking about bringing some others back and all like that. Like, which one's going to be, who's going to not be there? Like, obviously Daly's always in the mix.
Yep.
Lundqvist is apparently in the mix.
Yep.
So is Eilot. Obviously, the other, Schwartzman. Mm-hmm. They're all kind of in the mix still, from what I've read. But it's all just conjecture. And I would be shocked if we lose more than 2 drivers on this current grid.
Who would you say are the 2? But you're... guess in right now.
My guess would unfortunately be Hauger. I think that he's really good and he hasn't put in the right performance at the right time. I think that he'll have another shot at it in the future, but I do think that he is not looking good for another seat here, because that fucking Coin, right? He's at Coin. Yes. Alongside Grosjean. They're looking to keep Grosjean.
They're looking to keep Grosjean.
He's up in the air. And if you have this many fucking free agents around that would take a humiliating seat at Dale Coyne, he's going to be the one to go.
Yep.
If you have Ericsson, looking for a fucking seat, in Lundgaard looking for a fucking seat, in VK, that are all kind of fucked out of a spot, or, a paid driver like Siegel that can bring in millions, and Hauger is kind of underperforming, then yeah, he's going to go. It's looking, that's my number one guess. I'd like for him to stay, but I think that he'll have another shot in the future. Because he's kind of the chosen one in a way. Like, he's kind of like, he could be the next. He could be the next. This just clearly is not his season, and this is a bad time for it to not be his season. Yes. This is a really fucking bad time to have a bad season for him. Doesn't matter. This is how it is. After Hauger, I would guess I'd guess Ericsson low-key. He would be a big switch up.
Yeah.
It looks like Schumacher's going to stay. They're probably going to keep him on. Obviously, Collette's
doing brilliantly.
People are saying Ferrucci, and I don't fucking see it, man. I think that's just all talk from...
I think Rob.
From Foyt. You think Rob?
I think the age of a paid driver who is not good or not good enough.
This is not the time for that. Yeah.
Is going past. Because, you're going to compare 2 paid drivers, Rob against Siegel. Who are you choosing?
I'm choosing fucking Siegel.
Exactly.
And that's if I need a paid driver, which is the situation at Juncos, yes. Hollander. It is if we need a paid driver. There are 2 available now.
Yes. and one of them is going to be better.
So it's hard to say. Like, I mean, that's kind of a tough one because there's a lot of moving parts at that team right now beyond just the drivers.
Oh, I'm sure we're not going to learn about it until, a week before St. Pete.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we'll be lucky.
We'll be lucky. We'll be lucky if they aren't both on the grid.
Yeah, exactly.
Wondering who's driving.
We'll see a Reddit post about someone that went to their fucking headquarters and tried to sort it out. Like, okay, well, we're not seeing his car in the parking lot, so we can assume he's not going to be the team.
Yeah.
Or whatever. We see Hauger's car at the parking lot.
Pray.com.
We see the Pray.com. The golden Pray.com car. Oh, man. That's a good one, though. For sure. I mean, that'd be ideal. Like, he shouldn't, I wouldn't count him in the 1 or 2 drivers if he leaves. It's like, okay, this is a long time coming. Like,
it is.
Yeah, like him leaving, that should have happened years ago.
I'm surprised he's still here.
I'm surprised he's still here, too. So when I say more than 2, he's not included in that. It's more like if he stays, it's a shock.
Fair enough.
Like him being the 3rd driver to leave. But anyway, yeah, I'd like to see it. There's a few names I'd like to see come back. I'm not really interested in the Connor Daly experiment.
I'll enjoy him at the 500.
Yeah, he's a good 500 driver. Cool. He's
prove it to me there, and then we'll talk about the full season.
Yeah, fans like him. Like whatever. Cool.
Whatever. He's an Indianapolis boy. Let him race at Indy.
Fuck it. No, I think that's about my anticipation for this silly season.
I see.
What do you think?
Well, as I've stated, Rob, of course, I'm not sold on Foster as it stands. He's done relatively little this year. He had a couple of okay moments last year.
Right.
I don't know how much money he's bringing in, but I suspect he's bringing in some.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not sure what you've heard about Schumacher. But I'm not sure that they'd be willing to keep at it.
I've heard that it's likely.
It's likely? Mm-hmm. He's one I would hesitate on saying that's likely. I think he is, better than the alternative, which is not where you want to be.
I mean, you want to give it to him,
I agree, but not after what he's shown.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like, yeah, we want to give it to you,
your
kid,
place.
But you're like, how far is legacy going to get you?
It's not even this sport's legacy.
What else do you think?
My mind wants to tell me McLaughlin's done, but I think he has another year.
Yeah,
his contract isn't up. I know, but I know it's gonna be soon.
He has bought himself time, I'd say. Like,
how?
He's had good performances in the past.
Yes,
and
24
his fall off hasn't been shockingly abysmal.
No.
It's been not great, and it has been he's got his top 10s.
Dude, he's been behind Newgarden during Newgarden's entire recovery.
Yeah, and that's not a good look.
And
but
Newgarden is not the number 1 right now.
But many drivers have been behind Newgarden.
That's fair. He's still the last.
He's still the last Penske. So, he's not doing. He's getting his points finishes. And I think that's why he's bought himself time.
It's just not clicking with him right now.
No.
But I think if we had, it didn't click with him last season. It's not clicking with him this season.
It's probably not going to click with him next season. But
3
maybe
seasons
it will.
In a row?
I mean, next season's probably going to be last chance, sorted out. And I think that's fair.
Yeah, he's getting close.
I think that's fair. I think doing it this season, honestly, is a little premature. Unless you have
we really see someone good.
Yeah. Then
unless
it's
there's a reason to sack him.
Right.
Yeah, he would be my last.
Yeah, I mean, he just hasn't been doing much.
I want to see him do well.
I do too. There was a point with the Penskes where it's he's my favorite Penske. Now it's he actually is the least favorite Penske.
Last year it was kind of just the Penskes couldn't solve fucking anything.
Yep, and that was great to see. And he just hasn't recovered from that.
And this year the Penskes can do it. They just
they're battle scarred.
McLaughlin clearly is wounded from whatever happened last season.
Dude, I mean that 500 loss, dude. When he was
that
on
wasn't even a
pole,
loss. The 500 did not
out
start
on the fucking
DNS.
Yeah, on the formation lap. Insane, dude. That shit was fucking crazy.
They'll be replaying that for a while. For as long as he's in the
They
series.
will, man.
And then a little bit after.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like, yeah, remember the Yellow Submarine that one year? Yeah, totally.
whenever they're talking about the number 3, whoever's in it, just...
Thirsty threes.
Yeah, keep on showing that.
Yep. So, who do you think is going to go to MSR?
I don't know. I think... My heart's telling me Lundgaard. I think that's where he'll end up.
Yeah.
I don't think he'll be picked up by Ganassi. And I actually think that Andretti's seat will be filled by Hauger.
Interesting.
I think... I first of all think that Dale Coyne is really bad. Like, even compared to the rest of the back markers, it is clearly a step down.
Yeah. I mean, they do pretty amazing things at that team, but it is like, it's rough. Yeah.
So
it's more like impressive that they're able to run, you know?
I think putting Hauger closer to Power and Kirk would help his development and bring him in to be a force to be reckoned with once the Kirkwood experiment has fallen away. Like, maybe Kirkwood will get it, maybe he won't. But clearly he is their number 1 driver. We'll see if Power acclimates enough to this team to be, a good driver for the long haul or just someone passing through.
I'm hoping he does have a really good stint here.
But if he does have a good stint here, I think they should get a younger driver to pair along with those two.
Yeah.
Like Kirkwood, sort of a younger driver.
He's getting up there, though.
But he's getting up there. I would get one of these younger rookies into that car.
Like, actually fresh blood like Hauger.
He is the one with ties to Andretti.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Yes.
So, given that he has actual formal ties with Andretti, you think that...
I think they need to take him out of that Coyne car.
Okay. I mean, him leaving the Coyne car, I think, is inevitable. Like,
yeah.
I'd be shocked if he's in that Coyne car again next year. He was their Indy Next driver,
yes,
right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I forgot about that.
And he won. He lit up the field.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it'd be cool to see them give him a shot here. I really don't want to see him go. So, yes. I mean, I'd be happy to see if you were right about that.
So
then that MSR seat.
Yeah, that MSR seat, I think Ericsson could also find it as a landing spot. Or Lundgaard. I think they can both find it as a landing spot. We'll see if Armstrong stays or not. I think he's a pretty good candidate, a pretty good one to move on.
He's a good driver at that team.
I think he's a good and flexible driver. Not just he's not a one-trick pony.
Yeah.
He's, I think, a step off from being, top of the class, top of the field.
They'll probably want to keep him,
but I think they should,
because they're losing what I would say is their driver. Rosenqvist is their driver.
But if they showed up next year with a lineup of Ericsson and Lundgaard, would you say they've gotten worse?
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah, I think
that'd be a pretty good look.
That'd be a pretty good look.
But they're also having, like the same with Hunkus Hollander. They're having a bit of an internal shakeup as well, because in a positive way, though, that this team could potentially be the factory team for Honda. And if that happens, that's going to have implications for that driver's seat. The talk there, which I would fucking love to see, is Yuki.
That'd be insane. Yeah,
that would be that is not out of the realm of possibility. That is like everything else. It's just as possible as everything else. We have no way of telling what's going to happen here. But that's in the conversation. Yeah. He was looking at it. Yuki was looking at it. He tested for it. Fucking when he was kicked out of F1. Yep. That'd be fucking sick,
It'd be
man.
Sick.
I would love to see him in this series. Yep. I really fucking would. And
we need more than just Sato on the field,
right? And that's the musical chairs of it all. If he comes in, someone's going.
I think that MSR is also a great landing spot for someone who's not currently in the series, like Lundqvist, like Yuki. I think they'll get someone from one of the top teams because clearly they're dropping people, and then they'll get another person from out of the series, or they'll stick with Armstrong.
Right.
If they lose Armstrong, they lose Armstrong.
Yeah.
I think they'll try to keep him for,
to a point. Yeah.
To a point, but I don't think it is do or die to keep him.
I think they would really want to, though. I mean, to not have a full.
But if they're going through a shakeup, might as well change both the drivers
I
at
agree.
once, right?
It's not going to be the end all be all, but I think they will give it a good go to keep him for sure. And then if they don't, they recognize it'll be to a point for sure. It's like, okay, you got a better offer from Ganassi or fucking Andretti or wherever. Like,
wherever.
Go for it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
But I don't think they're going to kick him. So there's a lot that goes into play here. We'll see where Honda comes into it all, as they always do, and fuck everything up.
As they always do. We'll see if they bring over anyone.
Thanks, Honda.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks. Speaking of which, we'll have the ECRs
coming back.
As they are. Yeah.
That's fine.
Yep. That's fine. It's a dirt joke, man.
Dude, they need to prove Gary. They need to prove Gary right.
They do, and I would actually appreciate that on either one of them. Like, as much as I dislike Rossi, and I do respect Rossi as a driver, as much as I dislike him, it'd be cool to see him get that W, just so that Gary could be. Yeah, if we win races,
Gary can be right. If we win races, we win races. It pays
oh my
to be
god,
right.
dude, that team is just so ridiculous, and Rasmussen is such a fucking
He's weird.
He's weird. Like, not in a bad way, but he's fucking weird, man. He's fucking weird. He's weird in how I would imagine talking to like a fucking Danish dude. Like, yo, you're fucking weird. So maybe he's just foreign. Like, maybe he's totally... I guess
he's just foreign, and he's probably, just a really nice chap if you were Danish.
Mm-hmm. Very sketchy though, and everyone says he's the scariest driver to race against.
Yes.
Which makes sense. You see him out there, it's like, yo,
we need to have one of those on the track.
Yeah. So that's a fun team, man. That's a fun fucking team, and how, for whatever reason, Danica plays into it every now and then in their ads. Like, what the fuck, man? The fuck?
Their ads, they push it harder than anyone else.
Yeah, they do. They do, and they're all over, like, not only the ads, it's like they have the fucking banners fucking everywhere, and the graphics, too. Like, they're on the timing tower. They have one of the spots there.
They did, what Arlington, right?
Was it Job House Grand Prix of Arlington?
Yeah, the new one this year, Arlington.
God. Well, they bring in a lot of money. I don't know. I want to see that team do well. Here. I really do want to see that team do well. It's fun. It's a little privateer team, and even though
it's not a privateer team anymore.
Yeah, not anymore. Yeah, it's ECR, not Ed Carpenter Racing, and there is a difference apparently.
There is a difference.
There is.
Yep.
And it still is close to a privateer team, and it is good to see those do well. But I think that about does it.
I agree. It was a good race.
It was a good race. I don't want to say that it was shit, even if it was.
Even if we spent most of the time talking about drivers, but there's a lot to talk about here. Anyways.
Yeah, it wasn't a waste of time to watch that race.
No,
I wouldn't say it. We've watched a lot of worse races. This is how it goes. They looked pretty well battered by the end of it.
It worked. Mm-hmm. Watching Pato struggling to get out of the car.
Yeah,
it wasn't easy.
Yeah, like
you can tell he fought for it.
Mm-hmm. All the shit with like the useless water vests and all that, the cooling vests, how they never work.
So weird.
If they don't work, they just basically fucking sous vide your ass in the driver's seat.
And then you're drinking boiling water.
Yeah, what was it? Like Hinch was saying, it's like, the water is stored next to the radiator.
Yeah, so by the end of the race,
it's 140.
Why wouldn't it be?
Of course, yeah. That's so brutal, dude. And here I am thinking, like, man, these cars should have AC in them, and they're putting the water next to the radiator. All right.
Yeah, so it cools down the radiator.
What's our next race?
Tennessee.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what they were pushing?
Yeah.
Fucking whiskey?
Yeah,
wiki?
yeah, whiskey.
Yeah, we gotta go get that wiki.
Yeah. So hopefully we'll have a wiki for next time.
Dude, I bet it's gonna be
It's gonna be a late one, too, I think.
I bet it's gonna be so shit. Like, for a bourbon, it's gonna be like a bourbon that is, like, bitter. Like, bourbons need to be sweet, bro.
I hope it's not a bourbon that's too sweet. I'd rather it be a bourbon that's bitter than a bourbon that's too sweet.
I mean, because then you can make cocks out of it.
Exactly.
A bourbon that's too sweet is just, like, bad and useless. Because you're like, I'm not going to drink this neat because it's gross.
So
but I can't put it in a cock because it's going to be way too sweet.
Yeah.
Make sours out of it. Could just be the whiskey sour wiki.
Could be.
Whatever
we'll
we get, we're not going to get a liter out of it.
I'm sure the race will be better than the whiskey. Yeah.
It's a good race.
Yeah,
it's a good race on a fucking concrete oval. It's weird, man.
It's weird.
With that fucking tunnel.
We'll see how New Garden's foot holds up.
A race that we've been to as well. Banger race. Banger race.